Hello, I am Gillian Vosloo, a senior facilitator at Metavarsity. I'm also a metaphysical practitioner, and in my line of work, I see many clients that display karmic patterns. And these karmic patterns literally clutter up their lives. So today I wanted to chat about karmic patterns and how they clutter up your cupboard, and encourage you to ask yourself the question, is karma cluttering your cupboard? Because just like physical, emotional, and mental clutter that has outstayed its welcome, taken up space, gotten in the way, drained our energy, and stopped us from moving forward, so too does karma clutter and requires clearing out. Clearing your karma cupboard helps you to develop, evolve consciously, and contributes to changed behavior and emotional and mental responses to the challenges we face. The significance of doing this is because most people think that karma is fate or something closely tied to it. You've probably heard someone say, "Oh, she must have had good or bad karma," or something like it before. It's talked about as if it were invisible currency. If you do the right thing, good things will come back to you. If you do the wrong thing, then bad things will come back to you as punishment. And we can actually use the analogy of currency for karma, as it can be like a currency. And this currency stays with you until things are evened out. That is, negative karma stays with you no matter how much good you do until it takes full effect. And if that is the case, then this needs to be cleared or transmuted or transformed. Karma doesn't literally mean that if you do something good, then good things will inevitably come back to you, like some invisible tracking system that links bad people to punishment and good people to rewards. It does mean that by consciously doing the right thing in any given situation, according to natural law, you, as well as those around you, will achieve peace and happiness in a very real and concrete sense. Likewise, through negative actions, you condition yourself as well as those around you for suffering now and in the future. Knowing this, we can see why karma can be misunderstood and collected in a cupboard, because who would want that to happen? And if growth from working through karma is painful, why would we do that? Better to store karma in a cupboard. But we can change this approach to karma and use karma as a force for our own personal and spiritual development, a force for great good. There's a lovely saying that says, "You need only shine the light of the mind on karma in order to identify your karmic energy and work to heal any karmic energy holding you back, thus decluttering your karma cupboard." Karmic energy that holds you back and clutters up your life can be anything from false views, limiting beliefs and behaviors, or deep-seated negative emotions. Any negative force that you're creating through your intentional activity is creating negative karmic energy and needs to be cleared in order to attain peace and happiness and balance. Karma is in fact our teacher, but old karma can be cleared, and we may want to hang on to it because it's safe and comfortable. But we need to clear it, whether it's our own karma or someone else's karma. By this I mean that you can be faced with challenges that are not necessarily a direct relationship or link to your karma, but because you decided at a soul level to help someone learn their lessons or karma. You create karma from the intended actions you perform consciously, and also from actions done unconsciously from ignorance, or because it's safe, or because change is not comfortable, even painful. It is also possible to take on someone else's karma, which generally isn't a good idea because you have enough of your own. This can happen from stealing another's belongings, gossiping, fantasizing, or coveting someone else's belongings that you feel are better than yours. It also happens in intimate relationships, But as long as the relationship is based in love, this is an acceptable part of a bonding exchange. Remember, the relationship itself is the result of karma, and the purpose of every relationship should be conscious development and evolvement. And when you've achieved that, let it go and allow it to complete its natural course, instead of hanging on, as hanging on clutters and restricts your freedom and growth. So karma really is the balance of cause and effect, or like attracts like. Low vibrational choices, thoughts and words radiate a lot of karma, or off-pitched vibrations in our energy field that need to be transmuted into a higher vibration in the future. Whatever karma we have accumulated remains with us lifetime after lifetime until we heal the vibrational distortion within us. And this is part of the natural laws of evolution. So it can clutter up not only this lifetime, but lifetimes to come. Hence, it's important to declutter your karma. Karma is a science, and further complicated by different levels of karma. We have personal karma, family and ancestral karma, societal karma, national karma, and so on. All of these levels of karma interact with each other. So in addition to the karma created from your own actions, you are subjected to the karmic influences of your family, religion, race, nationality, and more. Every situation you encounter in life is the result of some karma. So you're constantly creating karma from your actions, thoughts, words, and from the actions of others under your control or in your life, from your attitudes, expectations, and lifestyle. A really good story to illustrate this is an interesting anecdote about a man who took the ticket from the ticket agent. And he picked up his change and walked away from the window. A few minutes later, he returned and said to the clerk, "You gave me the wrong change." The clerk, irritable, snapped, "Oh well, it can't be rectified now. You should have called my attention to it at the time you bought the ticket. Next, please." "Well," replied the man, with a shrug and a faint smile, "I won't worry about it then. You gave me 10 rand too much." And he disappeared into the crowd. The clerk's rudeness, based on a sharp awareness only of his own convenience and self-interest, rebounded to his own disadvantage and with embarrassing immediacy. But he had the choice. And karma is about choice. But remember, not everything is karma, because karma is intertwined with many other aspects. That's the good news, that it isn't always karma. A good indicator of karma at work is our families, as most of us will possibly have some sort of problem or misunderstanding with one or sometimes more family members. You might look at your history with bad relationships and say, "Well, I'm a child of divorce." Or you may say, "Well, I struggle with alcohol because my father struggled with alcohol." Or "Life is just tough, it's hard to make money." Or "I have bills to pay too." Sound familiar? But these are simply belief systems. Sometimes, however, those belief systems are deeper than just us or this lifetime. Sometimes those belief systems are an effect of karma, either from our previous lifetimes or throughout our ancestral lineage. Sometimes these belief systems can be the karmic ramifications of our ancestors. Our families have been given to us exactly for the purpose of learning and balancing something that happened a long time ago, even before. And they are here to help us just as we are here to help them. Family karma received from our lineage is embedded in the DNA that we incarnate into. This type of karma occurs because our family lines have had lifetimes of unconscious repetitive patterns that they've had a hard time evolving out of. Generational or ancestral karma is easy to figure out. Just look at your family patterns: alcoholism, food and drug addictions, depression, abuse, racism, religious beliefs, victim consciousness. These are all aspects of generational karma we carry within our DNA that is still being played out today over and over again. But this can be changed. This is why sometimes we may have, or we may feel more love or more affinity with one specific family member, but we don't understand why our relationship with other family members doesn't flow at all. And while we may believe that we've done nothing wrong to receive such ill treatment or hostility from them, something much deeper is at play, because the karma was not created in this lifetime. This lifetime represents instead the result of what happened in a past life, and it is not necessary to know all the details of the story. We must be aware that karma was created with those specific souls that in this present life are returning back to us. For example, in the shape of our mother or brother. And the only key to break through this exact situation is forgiveness, or working through the karma, or clearing out your karma cupboard. Family karma also helps us to work through our individual karma. Karma is simply a reaction and a manifestation, but it is not necessarily good or bad. It simply is. Energy follows thought, and current thoughts, emotions, and actions create the karma of the future. Intent and energy makes a huge difference in regards to good or bad karma. It is not necessarily the good acts we perform that creates good karma, as much as it is the good intent and positive energy with which we perform such acts. One can perform so-called good acts with bad intent and negative energy, but this might not result in the best possible outcomes. With regards to the physical universe, certain purely physical acts can be done without any intent, or can be done with any intent and energy, and still give the same so-called good results. For example, if you press on the switch of your TV remote, feeling anger, your TV would still switch on. But when you add the human component and the extra layers of nuance of feelings, things get a bit more complicated. For example, it's the difference between saying, "I love you," with a sweet, nurturing, loving voice, and saying, "I love you," with a nasty, angry, bitter, sarcastic voice. The outer words are the same, but the energy and the intent behind them are different. The recipient feels the difference and will react or respond accordingly. Karma is then the sum total of our intent, emotions, thoughts, and feelings behind events that happen on a daily basis. Align your vibration and balance and clear your karma. Energy sent forth returns as surely as the waves upon the beach. It is not just negative actions that create karma. It is harsh words and judgmental thoughts that generate an energy which permeates the etheric. One thought or action may not have a profound effect, but think of everybody's thoughts and actions every day and multiply that. And that gives you an idea of the negative energy being sent out every day. This accumulates and manifests itself as hurricanes, volcanic eruptions, etc., as the natural balance and alignment of the etheric becomes disturbed, in the same way that your natural energy alignment becomes disturbed. So I'm sure that you're all now asking, well, how can I declutter my karma, or even recognize my karma for that matter? I'm now going to take you or guide you through a small exercise to identify a pattern of behavior or karma and then release that karma so it is cleared out. The exercise is designed to help you recognize karma patterns. Be aware that karma can be accumulated within past lives or from our life up until now. Karma is not a punishment. It happens for our learning and our experience, so that we can experience being the cause and the person receiving the effects of our actions. Karma is released from identifying the past or recurring patterns in your current life, learning the lessons it brings, and changing your mind or your actions, and then practicing forgiveness. This exercise does involve some visualization, and if this is tricky for you, just sense or feel what is going on and be open to the experience. So, Sit or lie in a comfortable position, whatever works for you, and close your eyes and begin to follow the sound of my voice. Allow the sounds of daily life to fade away. This time is for you to relax and to center yourself. Allow your thoughts to come and go and become mindful of the present moment. Follow the natural rhythm of your breath as it moves in and out of your body. With every exhalation, allow your body and mind to relax. And now I'd like you to take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, release all tension and stress, feeling your body relaxing. And now take another deep breath in, and as you breathe out all that no longer serves you. And one more deep breath in, and as you breathe out, feel your vibration rising. Imagine you are a being of light, filled with pure, unlimited potential and healing light. Begin to allow your mind to open, and in your mind, ask the question, what karmic pattern is going on in your life right now? What pattern is arising in your life that seems unfavorable? A situation that could be happening over and over again that you feel needs to stop. Or something that is stopping you from moving forward and progressing and achieving what it is that you want. Now think about how this is playing out in your life and ask yourself, what is the ideal situation you want? If you can imagine this or visualize this, this is great. If not, just ask in your mind the question, what is the ideal situation I want to experience? I'm now going to take you a little further, and I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And you will find yourself in a memory, either in this lifetime or another, where this cycle or pattern or situation began. The memory may be the opposite of what you're experiencing. For example, you not being on the receiving end of the unfavorable circumstance, but instead you dishing it out or causing it to somebody else. This can be hard to face. Or you may find a memory showing you the beginnings of negative experiences shared by you and someone else, with no one at fault, but it just feels negative and it keeps happening. So we're looking for the start of the karma. Once I count down to 1, don't choose or decide to do anything. Just allow the first thing to pop into your mind. 10, 9, 8, seeking the source of the karma. 7, 6, 5, the start of what's been going on. 3, 2, going to that memory, and 1, be there now. And just allow your surroundings to form. Take a moment for the scene to become clear and make out what's around you. Where do you find yourself? Allow any people or beings there to become clear to you. And allow this scene to play out for a few moments so that you can understand the circumstances. And now it's time to clear the karma by learning the lessons that this situation brings. In your mind, answer these questions and retain this scene or memory in your mind's eye throughout. Ask yourself, how do I feel about what others said or did about the circumstances? How do I feel? How do I feel about my behavior or actions? How did my behavior or actions impact others or the situation? Ask yourself, what are the overriding lessons or lesson I can take away from this situation? And how does this change moving forward? And now it's time to move into forgiveness and to forgive. And through forgiveness you gain understanding and release yourself from the karma incurred. So, starting with the other people or circumstances in this memory, tell them either I forgive you or I'm sorry, whichever feels right for you. And now say to yourself, I'm sorry, I forgive you, and I love you. And don't worry if you don't feel any different, or if there's some emotions that are happening right now. It's all okay. I'm sorry, I forgive you, I love you. And once you have done that, begin to bring your attention back into this present moment, allowing your mind to focus on your body, gently touching the tips of your fingers together and focusing on the sounds around you, or the ones in the video. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Well done. For those of you who joined in doing the exercise at this very moment in time, you've now just taken one giant leap to clear some karma. So well done. Be very proud of yourselves. Now, not only could you do that technique to clear karma, there is another technique of clearing karma, and that is to do energy cord cutting. Energetic cords form in all relationships. When we connect emotionally, mentally, and energetically with another person, place, situation, object, romantic connection, or even a karmic pattern, we activate an energetic cord with them. As we continue through the relationship, or repeating the karma pattern, whether consciously or not. Every interaction, thought, emotion, and feeling is added to the energy cord. So the purpose of cord cutting, or cutting the cord, is to sever the energetic cord between you and another person, place, situation, object, or karmic pattern. And you can be as ceremonial or as casual as you like. And you can use what is called the scraper meditation. How this works is that you find a place where you'll be undisturbed and sit or lie down comfortably. And then simply close your eyes and take 3 deep grounding and centering breaths. Conduct a basic meditation preparation technique, and then take a moment to become sensitive to your own energy and visualize your energy field around you. Become sensitive to the air currents around you or the energy around you. And then let your consciousness drop deeper as you continue to breathe deeply. In your mind's eye, see or feel energy streams you have coming from your own aura, leading you to the karmic pattern or other people involved in the pattern or cycle. And mentally see these connections as tubes of light linking you to the other people in your world or in the karmic cycle or pattern. And then imagine your energy field is about to be shaved. And you can take a razor, shaver, processor blade, figuratively of course, not literally, and whatever you use will do the job. And begin to imagine yourself shaving your energy field and your entire space. And as you shave, all those tubes of light just drop away. And you can visualize that happening. How long do you carry on doing this for? Well, as long as you feel that your energy or the energy still needs to be cut. But generally you'll feel a sense of lightness or a sense of relief, or some emotions may start coming to the surface, which is a good indication that the karma is being cleared and the energy has been severed from the karma. So once you feel that everything is complete, end the meditation, ensuring that you are grounded and protected afterwards. Another simple, awesome technique for you to practice when you are deciding or want to declutter your karmic cupboard. And if that doesn't work, you can even see a practitioner who specializes in karma clearing, or an empowerment coach, or a metaphysical mentor who can help you identify and work through the karma, thus clearing it and not letting it clutter up in the cupboard, figuratively, of course. Interestingly enough, on Facebook a while ago, this quote made its rounds. "Welcome to the Karma Cafe. It has no menus. You get served what you deserve," which may or may not be funny or motivational or enlightening. But for me, the quote presupposes that karma is fate, or that there is nothing one can do about it. And this would imply that we have no free will, which we do. So we can choose whether we clear our karma and create better karma or dharma or not. Because karma, at the end of the day, is all about choice. The choice of our intention, our words, our thoughts, our emotions in any given situation, our responses as opposed to our reactions in any given situation in our life. I know what I choose. What do you choose? So, karma. The word should be explained as circumstances currently the soul chose as the best opportunity for the soul's growth and for teaching others. And let it go. Declutter the karma. If you don't clear out your karma clutter, it keeps you stuck in repeated patterns of emotions, thoughts, and ultimately behavior, and this keeps us from developing and moving forward with achieving our goals. So, just like you clear out your cupboards once or twice a year, or spring clean your house, clear out your karma cupboard. Give your karma cupboard a good old spring clean. Like things in your cupboard, don't store karma. Identify the negative karma, look at it, unpack it. Get rid of what does not help you, learn from it, resolve it. And if you must have some clutter in your cupboard, because all of us like some clutter in our cupboard, let it be positive karma clutter.